I want to share a letter with you that I wrote to Mr. Ron Bloom, who's the chairman of the Postal Board of Governors. I also shared it with key members of the of Congress, the president, the vice president, key members of the American Postal Workers Union. I shared it with the Board of all the other members of the Board of Governors. I shared it with the Postal Regulatory Commission. And basically it says, Dear Mr. Bloom, with urgent caution and due respect, I beg that you resist moving forward with the recently introduced 10-year plan for the United States Postal Service. Delivering for America as a plan seems to be created in a manner that Harvard Business Review states will assure certain failure. With the recent additions to the Postal Board of Governors, the American people were promised more diverse perspectives and vision. Yet this board and all Postal Service leadership may benefit from a different diversity. All-inclusive, the business experience influencing the future of the Postal Service brings a dearth of mass-market consumer products experience. Unfortunately, lessons learned from investment banking, trucking logistics, union advocacy, and contract manufacturing apply to the strategic planning needs of the citizen-owned United States Postal Service with the same value as one's accrued success in the game rock, paper, scissors. Like the schoolyard game, we can expect the whole of this plan to succeed with similar probability, and that's 34%. Mr. Bloom, the enclosed essays combined with the document I sent you and all key Postal Service influencers last February, entitled Review and Recommendations, Senate hearings held August 21st, 2020. I hope the academic-based criticisms and historically proven best practices discussed within these can prevent the Postal Service from being led into the tempting quicksand of cost-based, accounting-oriented business thinking. Ideas sold within Delivering for America parallel the thinking that led Studebaker, Smith Corona, RCA, Kodak, and so many other great American brands to their ends. While so much seems logical and promising within the new plan, it will not work. Please allow the enclosed experience and perspective to help. And I sent them the two documents, which in total are about 30,000 words of just breaking down the things that the Postal Service's 10-year plan says it intends to do, and showing the shortfalls and how the plan was created, what it lacks, and the error in some of the thinking. That immediately influences the current situation that you all have an opportunity to help arrest. The door is open for us to send our opinions and our concerns regarding this notion that we should stop using aircraft for first-class mail and put all our first-class mail on trucks, therefore slowing it by 2 days or 3 days, just so that we can increase our performance by 2.6% against dubious measures that aren't necessarily certain to work. The plan that has been presented to chart the future path of the United States Postal Service reveals a mistaken understanding of what is being sold. It is not the value of physically delivering the mail that customers willingly pay, whatever asked. It is the value of being sure the price paid allows people to participate in holidays or birthdays far from home. People come to the post office because of the symbolic value purchased and the confidence that delivery of such love will be on time. There are 3 products purchased in every transaction: physical, augmented, and symbolic, that together justify the market price. If these values diminish, if cash flow stops flowing, if people's bills stop being paid on time because of the service changes, then the value is lost and revenue will diminish. As Deming said, it will not suffice to have customers that are merely satisfied. Customers that are unhappy and some that are merely satisfied switch. Profit comes from repeat customers, those that boast about the product or service. This is ultimately true in consumer marketing, and perhaps not so much within the understanding that one might gain in contracted business-to-business relationships or investment banking. Deming believed long-term commitment to new learning and new philosophy is required of any management that seeks transformation, end quote. Our Postal Service leadership is bringing the modern business model of business-to-business logistics and the financial thinking of investment banking to guide its future. Each of the resumes of the people on the Board of Governors and throughout the influencing system confirm that this would be their comfort zones. And Deming said, the timid and the faint-hearted and the people that expect quick results are doomed to disappointment, end quote. The report pricing behavior of postal operators published in Copenhagen explains, quote, when the mail price is low compared to the content value, then the higher prices will not reduce the amount of mail sent out, end quote. Specifically, the Copenhagen report discussed commercial mail and invoicing services. And this should be kept in mind as changes in service quality are discussed.
Changes coming to your mail service. Prompt service standards are being lowered and your mail will be slower by as many as 2 or 3 days. Before any changes will be allowed or authorized, you have the opportunity to be heard. All comments received by the Federal Registry on or before June 22, 2021 will be considered. Please get involved. Email your comments, containing your name and address to PC Federal Register at usps.gov with a subject line of Service Standards for Market-Dominant Mail Products. Say no to slowing the mail on or before June 22.